This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
Welcome to this episode. It's a special episode. It's a character delve because I found a character and I love him and he is my new favorite. And today, sir, I am introducing you to Doctor Bong.
Excuse me?
You heard me right. Dr. Bong.
Not Dr. Stoners.
No. Dr. Bong. Like he has a PhD in bonging. Okay, so he's initially a Howard the Duck villain. Okay. But in his latest incarnation, he was against Spider-Man, who was suffering from laryngitis at the time. Yeah, just to let you know. He is a genius scientist with advanced knowledge of genetic engineering, and his main weapon is his bell-shaped helmet, which creates a number of effects when struck. These effects can consist of concussive blasts, powerful enough to bend metal, and the ability to teleport Dr. Bong to different places.
So, bong the sound.
Yeah, that's the sound bells make when you hit them. Bong, motherfucker!
Yeah, I'm sorry. I literally thought he was going to be a character from, like, Kevin Smith, View Askew universe.
No, they intended him as a parody of Dr. Moreau, and he's Howard the Duck's arch enemy. Like he's an arch enemy. He initially, his backstory is he was severely bullied, and he complained to his mom, and she said, "Hey, you have some creative insults against your bullies, like when you're talking to me about them. So maybe you should use your creativity to be a writer." So he majored in journalism, and then he, for some reason, was performing with a punk band and got his hand cut off.
The hell?
Yeah, right. I don't know why a journalism student felt the need to perform with a punk band, but he did, and he got his hand cut off. So one of his hands is a bell.
Huh.
Right. And so he used his knowledge of chemistry and physics to create several devices and creatures to do his bidding, particularly Fifi the Duck. Fifi the Duck, who was like essentially a henchwoman to Dr. Bong.
Okay.
And he lives on a castle on a remote island and can stun or kill by ringing his bell-shaped head.
Huh.
At one point, he created imperfect clones of Steve Rogers, Moon Knight, and Black Widow, and lured Deadpool into teaming up with them. And while at their main base, the real Secret Avengers infiltrated the base, causing the real Steve Rogers to battle with Deadpool. And after beating each other senseless, the real Moon Knight stepped in, and finally things calmed down that Cap and Deadpool could talk. Dr. Bong realized that he had officially lost. He sets off an explosion that kills Mark Spector and Natasha Romanoff clones and collapsed the building, and then Deadpool teamed up with the Secret Avengers to stop Dr. Bong. And Dr. Bong went about creating more explosions, and then Deadpool sliced off his whole arm with the bell hand. He was just like, fuck you, how about instead of a hand, slice off your whole arm. And then, but what's really funny, there was one, he attended a support group called Supervillains Anonymous.
Good.
And it was held at a church and was also attended by Boomerang, Grizzly, Hippo, Looter, Mirage, and Porcupine 2, and multiple others. But can you imagine Supervillains Anonymous?
I mean, when you've gotten your ass handed to you so many times.
So many people. But it's Dr. Bong, sir.
No. The sheer fact that the first thought I had when I heard the name Dr. Bong was, this guy's, so he smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah, I was about to say, is he into weed?
Exactly.
No. Bong is the sound a bell makes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
He started in 1977.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes, it was Dr. Bong! And so, like, his head isn't just a bell shape. It's a bell shape, but also he has, like, the handle above his head.
But he has a bell on his head, and he has a bell for the hand that got lopped off.
Yeah.
So he has two bells.
Yeah.
So I'm literally like, which bell has the power? Is it the bell on his head, or is it the bell on his hand?
You know what? His power is infinite. His power is in the bongs, sir. His power is in the bongs.
Literally is sitting here like he's smacking his head with that bell hand. It's like both are just like ringing, and he has no idea what the fuck's going on.
This makes me happy more than anything. Even more than Condiment Man.
Even more than Asbestos Lady?
Even more Asbestos Lady. Dr. Bong.
Mesothelioma.
It's so she does have mesothelioma.
It's a real thing.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode.
We're going to hell.
I don't care. I'm going to have fun on the way down.
Don't forget to find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, and YouTube.
Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. We love you. Thank you so much for listening. Please rate, review, and subscribe. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.